quick, I just want to show you something that Tony did showed me today about throwing, which was really awesome. You know, I know we go over the cues of the T tree, step with the opposite foot, selfie, and then rotating your hips. One thing Tony showed me that was an instant fix perfectly for 6th and 7th graders, and so I just want to share it with you all real quick so that maybe you can do it with your 4th and 5th graders or whatever. So we, you know, you can. What I've just been telling the 6th graders and 7th graders, just make sure to turn sideways, step, and throw. The biggest problem is that hip rotation. I think that I remember seeing that 4th, 5th grade level, but even on 6th grade level, sometimes they step and they throw like that. They don't rotate. Tony gave me a great tip. He said, and I'm backing up so you can see my foot, is that he calls it squashing the bug. All right, so you take your foot, your back foot, and imagine that you've got a bug underneath there, and then you squash it. So you just pivot on that back foot. So just squash the bug like you're trying to, or like you're putting kind of like if you're putting a cigarette out, but you know you wouldn't tell that to students. But so like you just squash the bug like this. So if I'm turned sideways, stepping, throwing, step, squash the bug. Now I've already created that. That's created my hip rotation without having to tell my kids to rotate like this, because that's kind of tricky. So step, squash the bug, and you've got your boom rotation right there, and that worked so well for my 6th and 7th graders. I didn't really do that with 8th graders. I'm sure it will work with them, but I know that cue right there, you can dress it, you can clean it up however you want if you don't want to say squash the bug. But anyway, that little cue right there did wonders for throwing at our grade. So if you want to try introduce that with your 4th and 5th graders, that would probably be a good cue for them.